It's the After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get your skate every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Yeah, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. How the hell is everybody?
Yeah.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday,
which
Kevin.
I thought was Wednesday
Oh.
earlier.
Get it out. Get it out.
Kicking the nuts.
Yeah, just got all ahead of myself.
It would rather be better if you thought that it was Monday, because now you go, oh man, it's Monday. Oh shit balls, it's not Monday. It's Tuesday.
Yeah, I wish that's where it was, but yeah, I had the Wednesday sensibilities walking in here.
I'll do that on
The Wednesday
vacation. If we are on vacation, just to kind of trick myself into getting an extra day. If it's on a Monday, I'll go, dude, it's Sunday right now. Just so when Tuesday hits, you're thinking, oh my gosh. Holy fuck, it's Wednesday. No, it's Tuesday. You have an extra day, new life.
I'd miss a lot of appointments.
I would too. I get too confused easily.
Yeah. So I got to get my mind right on Tuesday. But I was talking about all the cool events going on if you're at least a sports fan in South Florida. The Marlins are in town against the Royals the next two nights. They're playing at Lone Depot Park. And then what's cool is tomorrow night, the Marlins have moved their game up to 6:10 against the Royals. So you can see them and then head down the street to check out the Heat and Nuggets at the Kaseya Center. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be the ultimate Miami sports night.
Yeah, it would.
Really would. That'd be a lot of fun. If I had endless wealth and didn't have a job, that's exactly what I would be doing. Panthers back in town Thursday. 2-zip holder in against the Vegas Golden Knights at Florida Live Arena.
It's bad news for the Knights, my friends.
Yeah, they got them just where they want them, they say.
Exactly.
Yeah. Got Marie from Fort Lauderdale. She saw Panda and Rocco at the game last night. They went down there for the viewer party. They opened up Florida Live Arena to watch on the Jumbotron and whatnot. It looked like a really amazing atmosphere. So even though they took it in the shorts, I think it was like 7-2. It looked like fun, though.
Yeah, Panda said he was taking pictures with KVJ Nationers and having a good old time.
Mm-hmm.
Does Panda like the fries there like we do, or does he not even think about that?
Pete's Krabby Fries?
Yes.
I don't know if he thinks about them like we do. I don't know what kind of concessions he got, because I went to bed last night. I was in bed when they got home. They got home like at midnight.
What time you go to bed usually on the weeknights?
If
there's nothing going on.
9:30. If it's 10 p.m., it's a hot mess.
It's troubles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always feel weird when I get a late night email from a Ralston. If you get like an 8 p.m. email from a Ralston, you go, what the shit's happened?
You know somebody fucked his day up.
Somebody fucked his day up. Yeah. If I'm getting
He does not want to be sending emails at 8:30.
an 8 p. email from a Ralston. Yeah, something's gone awry.
Yeah, that's late for me. Yeah, I try to. On a good night, I am kicking it at 6:30.
Really?
Yeah, on a good night. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I try to. As I get up at 2:30, so I try to at least on the clock say, okay, 8 hours. And I'm really trying to do that. But, then crap comes up. It's like I had Canada at a football camp yesterday, and it was supposed to go till 7. So already I'm 30 minutes past bedtime, and I'm in Boca, so I'm 30 minutes from home.
Oh.
So I'm at least losing an hour there. And then the camp was supposed to start at 5 to go to 7. It's about 5:30, and I'm looking, and they hadn't even started. I'm like,
oh boy.
Man. It's just that's just life. What do you gotta do?
Then when you get home, you have to kind of come down from that rage.
I was amped from just being at this stupid football game. It wasn't stupid, but I was being at this camp.
Next time, give me a call. I'm up.
Yeah, and I'd be up later.
I'm up.
Okay,
just whenever.
Yeah, just whenever. Marie said if you are going to be at Florida Live Arena, come see her. She is in booth 129. Give her a big old KVJ, what up?
Yeah, Marie, I think that's the one that Panda took a picture with.
Yep, right there.
And it appears in the background that Marie is at some sort of pizza booth.
Okay.
So that feels very on brand for my Panda and my Rocco. So go see Marie if you want that pizza.
Very nice.
Ooh,
She's a sweetheart.
I want that pizza.
I know you do.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they do have good pizza. It's probably straight up concession stand pizza.
I don't know. I haven't had it, but I know those Pete's Krabby Fries were amazing.
That's true. I don't know why I'm being such a negative dick face over here. Their French fries are amazing. Why couldn't their pizza be amazing?
Let's give it a shot.
I gotta go in better.
Yeah.
That was a bad attitude on my end.
Try it all before you diss it. I mean, if Marie likes it.
Deborah's being a little toxic.
Totally toxic. I'm such. Please cancel me. I deserve it.
Engineer Keith has got some thoughts. I know Rocco's headed to Jesus Camp. Is that right?
He is. Rocco goes to Jesus Camp in just 2 short weeks.
Okay.
Party on.
Can't hit soon enough. If anybody needs the Lord, it's Rocco.
What if he comes back and he's a straight up angel?
Oh.
He is just.
I'm just curious why they only do 1 week of Jesus Camp. I'd like to put him in a few more weeks of Jesus Camp, but
I'm almost surprised they don't have it going all summer as well, because there are different times. Some camps will do that. They just will do, I know there's for basketball, Cannon's got their place where he goes. They have like 7 different weeks, something like that they offer camps.
maybe I need to just look and see other churches. I'm looking at, St. Peter and Jupiter, and that's when they're doing it, but other churches might be doing it. I can have him jump from church to church.
Forgive me if you've already explained this, but was there a reason why he is getting into Jesus Camp? Was this something that you had an idea of? Is it something you think he needs?
I got an email from our church, St. Peter, and they were like, hey, we got Jesus Camp. I'm like, hey, I know your guy.
So you just an email.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's going to be music-based. So it's a musical Jesus Camp.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus music's that would be fun.
Yeah, there's in fact a lot of the church groups that they have. They're pretty good musicians, and they do a lot. In fact, there's a lot of people go away to a lot of the Christian universities. They will have that where you can praise, I guess is what they call it, praise worship band. So they'll teach you all the instruments, and they do pretty well. It's kind of a thing.
Let's get Rocco doing that little Jesus rhyme, that rap.
Freestyle
They can
Jesus
do it.
rap.
There are actually Christian hip hop stars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they do all that stuff.
That would be a fun challenge. You have to do a freestyle rap about topic from the Bible and Jesus, and you got to make it make sense somehow.
Yeah, no,
I
they
bet
have.
you could do good on
I've
that.
seen that. Yeah,
Kevin
no.
could write it, and you could rap it.
Freestyle it. No, that's
Yeah.
we ain't doing no pre-writing rhymes. This is freestyle, dog, off the top of the dome.
Yeah, I've seen it. We used to have a guy that would come out, and if you always had the rap verse in something. He would come out. They would do it more for kind of like the offshoot, not the main worships. But yeah, he would come out and just all of a sudden, Jesus, dude,
Spit his
like, yeah.
pre-written rhyme, and it would come
was,
off
yeah.
like
Save
Like,
us,
whoa.
Jesus, please us, Jesus.
Yeah,
Man, I love that so much. I would love to witness that.
yeah.
I would be giggling. I know you're supposed to take it serious, but I can't.
I would
I
definitely-
can't take Jesus rap serious.
I just,
Right.
the great thing about freestyle is it can go so cringy and so horribly wrong, and that is always there.
It could. It
Yo,
could.
it
Yeah.
could.
I grew up in the church, and I'll tell you just from my experiences, they've gotten a lot better. Especially in the 80s, Christian music used to really have this sound that it was a little off. It was a little cheesy. It's better now.
Who were the guys that did that? They did a routine all through the name of Jesus, but they were a team, and they would break shit and break bats. They were like a power team.
Yeah, I do remember. I can't remember. Weren't they ripping apart phone books or something?
But I think there was a scandal where their shit was already broken.
Oh,
So they were
no
breaking all this
way.
stuff in the name of Jesus, but they were breaking it before
Wow,
they'd get on.
that's a bad look.
Jesus doesn't want you destroying stuff. I'm sorry.
Someone in the chat room's got to know what I'm talking about.
I vaguely remember. I don't remember the scandal part, but I mean, unfortunately, there's been so many things that have come out of the church that have ended in some sort of scandal. It's like, if you're going to try to do so, can you guys stop with the scandal?
It doesn't help.
It's not a good look.
Yeah,
it's not a good look.
It's not a good look.
Yeah.
Power team. Does that
Power
sound?
team?
Yeah.
it might be. Yeah, I vaguely do remember that. It has been 15, 20 years ago at least, though, maybe longer.
Yeah,
that they were doing
it
that.
was. It was a while ago, but you don't remember that,
And
Virginia?
it was kind
No.
of weird. It was almost like, okay, what are we doing this for again?
It was
Yeah,
bizarre.
I remember watching it. Okay, why are they doing this?
It was
I don't know what
ultimate-
this is. Like, what does this have to do with Jesus?
I'll send you a link, Virginia.
All
Yeah,
right.
I didn't quite get that.
I can't wait to get it.
I know. Just at least let me send the link. At that point, I know I sent it. What you do with it's up to you.
Omar said Jesus camp sounds like conversion therapy to me. Yeah, I mean, it is. I think they probably even admit it. That's really what it is. They're working on conversions.
When you went to camp for your Jesus camp, would they hit you hard with that Armageddon shit, like the end of days?
Yes and no. Now, my mom was really into it. I remember what had happened to me was I went to, I think it was with a friend to his church. The one that really stands out to me was, we had went, I think it was a friend of mine named Scott, and we went to a church in Columbus, and they were showing that Left Behind where a rapture happens and the true good Christians go to heaven. The other ones are left behind and they're tortured here on earth, and they were marched to the guillotine. That's the one I was telling you about. It was like, freaked me out.
That's
Horrifying.
And it's still vivid because I remember watching that, and then we went to Shoney's afterwards, and I got the best dessert ever. So I was kind of torn. I was conflicted because I had the horror of feeling like I was going to be left behind and then marched to the guillotine. But then it ended with, you remember when they had the 2 blocks of brownie and they put ice cream in the middle and then hot fudge was drenched all over the top of it?
Yes.
Of course they do, Kevin.
Yeah,
You're
that's
probably-
what I got.
Fat Kevin's probably thinking, well, shit, if this is the kind of stuff that's going to be left behind, Shoney's, chocolate, I don't know, maybe I'm already in heaven.
Yeah,
If
right.
this is hell.
How much
I'll
better you
take
got?
it.
Yeah.
Shoney's, man, the Penningtons loved that restaurant. Right where there was a Shoney's in Palm Beach Gardens that came to that area off North Lake Boulevard. Mm-hmm. And when it came into town, it was a big fucking deal.
Oh, yeah.
Those kind of restaurants, when they came into town, if you didn't have them,
Shoney's Bob Big Boy. I don't know what the difference was. They all seem like the same damn restaurant.
They
Maybe
kind
just
of
with
are.
Frisch's Big Boy. I guess they're all probably maybe the same umbrella or something.
I never been to the Big Boy. Shoney's, we loved it because there was always a buffet available. There was either a breakfast bar,
Yeah.
or there was a taco bar or lunch bar.
I will tell you the one thing, man. Christian people love to eat, though. That's one thing they never lacked on, man. They always had, they would call them like potlucks, or everybody bring in something, and they'd always set that up. They'd have like this big old, and most of our churches, the one church I went to, man, they had a huge old kitchen and just area where everybody'd eat, and pretty much every Sunday.
It's
just food, and they just sit around and eat for hours.
We're humans and we all have vices, and a lot of them probably weren't drinking or doing anything that's extra.
It wasn't, yeah.
So
You'll
for
see
them,
that.
that's them going, holy shit, man, I need my heroin, which is their beef
That
stew.
was their thing, yeah. A lot of my Southern family, man, they would just eat, and that was it. That was their fix. That's how they got joy in life, was eating. And they were all large people.
We don't look at that one line that says gluttony's a sin.
Yeah, it was kind
We
of
ignore that one.
It was kind of weird.
Selective enforcement
Yeah.
of the 7 deadly
I
sins.
can't tell you, growing up, I just everywhere I was, I'm like, this doesn't make sense. There was just hypocrisy all over the place. I was like, wait, what?
As a kid, that's when I started kind of raising my eyebrow a little
Wait
bit.
a minute.
The pastor was getting on everyone about discipline and about not eating eating the wrong stuff, and me and my family are looking at each other. The guy was overweight, and then
Yeah.
talking to us about not eating healthy. Like, motherfucker.
Okay,
Blasphemy.
Father Chubbs.
Blasphemy.
We've seen you at the lemonade area after, and motherfucker always had 7 cookies in his hand.
Yeah, that's why for me, I grew up seeing it, and I still got my faith, but I really watch on any kind of condemnation and recognize a lot of the hypocrisy, and that's why I have a very light and loose approach
Sure.
now after what I've kind of seen, because you're right, and really a lot of that stuff too, I'd be like, wait, show me in the Bible where it says this again. They would kind of like add their own addendums. You know how we have the Constitution with amendments? It was like people in the church would be adding their own amendments to the Bible. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not even
You
in the
can't
Bible.
add your own stuff to the Bible.
They would be adding rules and things. I'm like, wait, where does it say that in the Bible?
That is
Like,
ridiculous.
that's kind of what a lot of churches do, and churches have broken up over the course of time because they disagree on certain little things and ways to do that. We're like, you can't do that. I'm going, what the hell? Yes, I can.
You don't need the words from humans to believe in God.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can believe in God
Sure.
without a single human telling you to.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what has made it, a lot of people in religions have made it so difficult. And it's not even just Christianity. I mean, you look at Islam, and there are different sects of Islam, man, that just, they hate each other. So it's
Oh.
religion's weird, dude.
Religion is weird.
Religion
Yeah.
is bizarre.
Yeah.
Because man made up a lot of addendums.
Well,
Yeah, they
we're
did.
all freaked out because no one knows why the fuck we're here. I'll just show up. It's a weird concept. If you really break it down and start thinking about it, people can't handle it. We need a reason to be here. So everyone's going to have their own
Yeah,
point of view.
everybody's trying
it has
to figure
be
it out.
right.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's the biggest question on the planet is why are we here? We don't talk
Yeah.
about it enough, but what the fuck are we? What is this,
Well,
Virginia?
and a lot of it was
Bruh,
very.
I think
Bruh.
about it.
Yeah.
I think about it all the time.
It is. And you know, the thing about it, too, the thing that does help with a lot of the religions, any of them that are out there, and unfortunately they get bastardized, but having a basic moral code, which a lot of people can kind of agree on, that we all kind of try to subscribe to, seems to be a healthy thing for society, because otherwise you're just killing motherfuckers in the street, you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
And the human spirit also needs a sense of hope. Because
Sure, yeah,
if you
no
don't,
doubt.
I think
Yeah.
that's when your spirit turns off.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's when people, they just don't have the will to really live. We need hope.
Yeah.
Even if it's the smallest level of it. If not, I think the soul dies. And once that happens, we're fucked.
Yeah, it's just kind of odd to me still that after all these thousands of years that we've had religion, that somebody hasn't been able to take it and prune it, you know, and cut it back and cut out all the rotten parts of it. It's kind of like a loaf of bread. You know, you have it and it's got mold here and there. You know, it's kind of like religion. It's like a moldy loaf of bread. There's still some good stuff in there. You just got to chop the mold out and around and purify it and got it back to a better sense
It's
of
such matter of the heart shit you're talking
scale
about.
it down.
But as long as you have people involved
Yeah.
and stuff,
I know, you're right.
You
People
can't
have
get the
always ruined
mold
religion,
off.
yeah.
People are moldy.
It's too much. It's such a big thing. It's the biggest
tough.
thing out there.
Yeah.
Why we're here, our existence. So on that such a big level, if there's any kind of difference in opinion,
Yeah.
people are gonna fuck you, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why I think it's good for people to get into it themselves and kind of get an understanding and get your heart in tune and right with it. Because a lot of times I feel like when your heart is right and in tune with it, there's almost like a voice that tells you, be like, I don't know, man. I know the people in that church are saying that, but that don't sound right to me.
Yeah, no, I agree with
Yeah,
you.
and you can kind of see through the BS.
I think everyone's got to find their own little way.
Yeah.
It's going to be different for not everyone can learn in the same manner either. What if you're teaching a lesson to me and Virginia, we're both going to interpret it different anyway.
Yeah.
We're also going to, there's going to be things that hit me harder than hit
Sure.
her and vice
Yeah.
versa.
Absolutely.
So not everyone's going to learn in the same way.
Yeah.
And that right there alone is going to breed a bunch of confusion.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Engineer Key said that, I was similarly precocious around Rocco's same age, and my parents tried a similar tactic with me. They sent me to the Catholic preschool at St. Anne's in downtown West Palm, and I did not get right with the Lord. All it did was persuade me to be more discreet about what I was already going to do, and to have a burning hate for a few nuns to this day. I still remember the toy chest that Sister Teresa used to cajole us into behaving. She also didn't approve of the toys I brought to school. I had a ninja action figure. Well, I stayed for aftercare, so one day I left my lunch bag in the classroom on purpose. I asked the aftercare team if I could go get it, which they let me do unsupervised. So I grabbed my toy ninja, some other confiscated toys, and I raided the toy chest.
Oh, boy.
Hopefully Rocco is better for it, but it didn't work on me. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we sent him to Catholic preschool, and that's where he got in trouble the most. And the priest called a meeting with me and Panda. The priest is like, I love his spirit, but he told kids to fuck off on the playground. You can't do that.
Man, my family had to get a special meeting too. I won't say what family member. Me and a family member went to a religious school for 3 months, and they called a meeting with my parents because
Yeah.
they thought one of my family members was possessed with the devil.
Oh. No
that was
way,
a
really?
legit family
Wow.
conference with. We might think that this person has the devil inside them.
And were they?
No, they're fucking going through puberty.
You could say we all get the devil inside, Virginia.
Puberty brings the devil out.
Yeah.
Shit. Gosh, I was such a prick. 13, 14. I think that's when the prickiest.
You are the prickiest. You're right.
Like 14-ish, right?
13, 14. For girls, it starts, a little bit earlier, 11, 12.
Did you have it from I'm talking your teenage years, not your early 20s. I'm saying up to 18-ish. What was your dickiest time?
14 through 16, that was a complete nightmare.
I think that 14 to 16 is dicky.
Complete nightmare.
What is that? Is it because everything's changing so quickly?
You want a sense of freedom. You are, as a boy, flushed with testosterone.
Virginia, you just can't stop touching it.
You're looking to get it wet.
Oh my, you just can't stop.
And then for me, I was in a strict religious household where I wasn't allowed to do anything. And so, I pushed back against the tight restraints that were binding me.
Every day was Jesus camp in his house.
It was, no doubt.
Did you have MG? Masturbation guilt?
I don't know if I felt guilt. No.
Okay.
I felt.
I know there's some. Don't be jerking it, boys, because you're gonna.
I got more MJ, masturbation joy.
I mean.
Right.
What about MC, masturbation chafing?
I did have that one time.
Of course
yeah.
you did. That's just a rite of passage.
It was so tough because I remember I rubbed myself raw, and then I had to go to Sunday after church lunch with my parents and my grandma. I'm like, they're all going to know while I'm walking funny.
I got dick scabs.
I did.
I was so scared to take a physical because you have to pee in the cup. I'm going to go, oh my gosh, they're going to know. They're coming in my pee.
There's proof.
Yeah, there's definitely. They're going
to check. There's just going to be so much semen floating around in there.
Masturbation evidence. I know it.
Yeah.
They're going to call me out right in front of my mom.
Oh, you're doing a forensics on you? Yeah.
This guy comes a lot, Kay.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was measurements. I didn't know. We didn't have the internet back then either.
True.
You can't look up, hey, will the doctors know if there's cum in my urine in the encyclopedia?
Yeah.
They didn't have that information back then.
No.
They do, funny enough, have it on the internet, though.
Yeah, they do. They find about anything.
Cumfacts.com.
You can't. I would not type that in.
Cumfacts.com.
Don't type it in.
Michael had an email here about the Apple Vision Pro we talked about. Apple just announced it yesterday. He said, first off, I think you nailed the description for Apple Vision Pro, Kev.
Wow.
Nice.
I am an Android user, but this may be what tips me to Apple. I watched the 9-minute intro video that was released by Apple, and some of the features look amazing. I'm more excited about the movie feature. You can watch movies from Netflix, Hulu, or whatever streaming app you have and increase the size to fit your entire room. You can even black out your room and only see the screen or replace your room in the background with whatever you want. You can do the same with video games. Imagine watching Star Wars while floating in space.
That sounds cool.
The FaceTime looks weird, though, from the other person without the headset's perspective. They don't see you with goggles. They see a realistic version of you that looks weird. Either way, I'm going to be buying it as an investment. Unopened iPhone 1s are going for $75,000. You give it 20 years, and this will go for $500,000 unopened.
And I wonder, too, because people are getting savvy to that kind of business. You're buying a bunch of shit now
and not opening it.
Yeah, in 20 years, is that market going to get flooded because there are a lot of collectors like myself?
So many people that are doing it because the reason why it's so much is because it's limited.
Yes.
And we didn't know back then not to open stuff.
Oh man, I have so many dreams where I've gone back in time and I'm at a toy store and I'm able to buy all this stuff for 99 cents and I'm buying it, and then you wake up, you go, son of a bitch, man, these fucking dreams.
Yeah.
Better than those dreams that you have where a dragon's eating you.
Oh, that happens too in the dream. That's the happy part I just told you about, the figures.
We were talking earlier about what is the last thing you purchased, your last useless purchase, or just something that, something you didn't necessarily need, you just wanted to get. And Lainey said, I got that Flex Seal liquid rubber sealant. Have you guys seen the commercial for it? It's on when I get up in the mornings. I'm always watching news to see what the hell's going on in the world, and they show this commercial all the time. It's this dude, and he takes this Flex Seal liquid rubber sealant, and it's like windows and a garage door or something like that, and they put it on the side, and then they flood this house like up to 5 feet of water where the Flex Seal is, and water's not coming through. it's basically made it like a sealed pool. And I'm like, that's kind of badass. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need that, but it looked kind of awesome. And man, they get you. Those commercials they run at that time of day, because I guess people are probably like either sleep deprived or they're hammered. And so they probably buy a lot of dumb shit.
You're talking to a guy who falls into both of those categories.
Yes. And so what I saw today, they had something for mosquitoes because, it's a hot button for me.
Yeah, it is.
And it was something that's like a bug zapper, but it is solar powered or moon powered or something like that. It's got those little panels on it, and you just stick it down into your yard, and it's a zapper. And I always wonder how effective it is because, I found out we'd spent $700 on that thing that looked like a gas grill, and it does nothing to attract mosquitoes.
That sucks.
I know. But I'm just like, because they don't ever give you a rating on this stuff. You just see it, and you're like going, that looks awesome, man.
You know what you should do? It does help. It's helped me too. YouTube, there's people who do YouTube reviews on certain products.
Yeah.
And typically the comments are flooded with people who are not fucking around and that give you good information.
Yeah.
So you can kind of tell if it is a good product or not. It's helped me in a ton of shit.
Yeah. I want to see, like KJ said, yeah, Kev, I guess it's maybe the Thermacell 6. If you had time to use it and does it work? And what's the deal with these? In fact, KJ was talking about with the Flex Seal. It's the one that they used. They drilled a hole in a boat, and then they put the Flex Seal on it, and they took the boat out in the water, and it's completely fine.
It works.
Yeah, and Anna was saying, this guy's like the new Billy Mays. He's got all these products. They're like wonky.
But how long will it work for? Yeah, it does the boat right then and there, but can you keep driving the boat? Will it deteriorate?
Yeah, it's all great questions, and it's all in this category of shit we really don't need, but we think we do.
But it looks so cool on TV.
Yes, and I almost bought the Flexi. I'm like, wait, and I
don't need this.
Like, what do I need this for? Like, what am I gonna like? I'm not in a flood zone. I'm okay. Like, I don't have a boat. Like, what would I even use this for?
That's how I feel about a lot of the. Like when I bought those 2 daddles, I didn't need the 2 daddles. I don't even have a kid. You know what I mean?
But you do have a dad.
I do have a dad, and I work for a morning show, so it made sense.
Yeah.
But I didn't need the fucking daddles.
Did you ever ask Randy if you could put the daddle on him and ride him?
I'm sure I have. I mean, those daddles are old. I know I asked Daddy Ralston that.
Did you let him ride Daddy Ralston?
No, not yet. We haven't gotten to that, but we got a long list of weird shit we're gonna do.
We might have actually done it in a while.
Oh yeah, we did. That's right. We
might
did do
have done it
it.
in our
Actually,
old-
we did do it. You're right. We did.
We've done so much weird shit we forgot everything we did.
I haven't rode you in a while, which
It has
I
been
think
a while,
that should
yeah.
change. It is summertime.
Father's Day's coming up. Why don't you ride him around here for Father's Day?
I snapped my back in half. I did that as a younger man
It is June. That means you know
and
that
a
means
bigger man.
it's hot Kev summer.
Yeah.
It's Hot Kev's birthday
I used to be a Clydesdale. I'm not even a donkey these days.
Your birthday is
in a few weeks.
Coming
Okay,
on.
all right. I gotta
Yeah.
put that on the list. Oh shit, I'll forget.
The list is called "Oh shit, I'll forget."
I love when he ran down everybody's birthdays today.
Missed them all.
At least
of
got
them.
your months right.
No, you didn't get Virginia's.
Hers is July. Did I say in
You didn't say July though.
my heart though? I did.
The bullshit's coming off of this guy.
Right. Yeah. Right. Talking about something you could buy that you don't necessarily need. Debbie, for Denny's, my daughter uses the weighted sleep sacks for her babies. It helps them feel snugly.
Oh.
Yeah, a little weight in the bedroom is nice.
Said no girl ever.
That's not what I meant.
If I got a little weight, I do not want to throw it in the bedroom.
I'm sure you don't want any weight on you either if you got a big old pot belly stabbing you. You don't want that.
Probably not. Something else I know you'd want, but you don't necessarily need, or maybe you do. Monica said, I saw this statue at the mall in Doral. Thought about Jaybird. It's pretty big compared to the bed in the background. It is a golden alien statue. Like if there was an award show for aliens. Look at that thing right there.
That is nice.
Is that not marvelous?
You know what, man? That would go nicely with my alien waiters.
Yeah. Wonder where that
How much is
there.
that?
I don't know. There's no price tag on it. She didn't even
can-
say what store it is.
That's gonna be that's a $600 piece.
Damn.
Could be. Man, that's makes you a little envious, huh?
Oh man, it makes me alien insecure. A little AI.
Yeah, that's a good size. I mean, it looks like it's probably a good 2 feet tall, at least.
That thing would look great in your pad.
Maybe even taller than that.
Well, I'm working. That's the next think piece I'm working on. Is
Look.
Alien Avenue.
Anybody can pay the FPL bill. Not anybody can have a golden alien.
Boom. I'll give you some knucks on that.
You'll catch up with your bills next month. Get that fucking alien.
My bills are paid, and I got the alien section going.
Okay, girl.
He's on it.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy alien shit if my bills weren't paid. What the fuck do you think I am?
His fiscal responsibility. He's all over it. This email says, Kev, not everybody has the same control over their bowels and your butthole privilege.
Yeah,
You do have butthole privilege.
BHP, as they say
I
in the
would say
medical field.
it's more of butthole discipline is really what I think it is.
That sounds like somebody who has butthole privilege right
Okay,
there.
all
That's
right.
exactly what that is.
You don't realize the butthole you've been blessed with. You take it for granted. That is butthole privilege.
You really don't. You don't see it, and that's why it is privilege. Yeah.
Yeah.
Says you had a segment about people who poop at work and how you just don't understand why folks don't just go at home. One whole side of my family has poo problems inherited from my grandma.
Thanks, Grandma.
Oh, man, we call it grandma gut. My mom, her sister, brother, all three of five cousins descended from her, all got the gut problems. My grandma's gut problems were so bad, she has a colostomy bag. I don't know the details of why, but let me assure you, if I could take control of my butthole, I would. I would prefer a scheduled home game every time. Instead, about half the time, it's a 30-second timer from I have to go until cramps.
Oh, boy.
The other half the time, I can hold it for an hour or so, and it's never at the same time of day. The only thing that begins to help is Metamucil. I won't go into details of why, but it does.
Oh, please go into details.
Anonymous
Please.
pooper without butthole privilege. Yeah.
Please go into details.
Well, I'm sorry
with
to hear
your
that.
shit email.
Maybe I am a...
Lucky butt over here can't sympathize with butthole issues or gut problems.
Oh yeah, he thinks everyone just got the most pristine butthole, which they do not.
Well, the only thing that I wonder is, to me, I feel like a lot of it has to do with a regulated diet, eating about the same amount of food at the same time of day, and thus kind of getting your whole system, on track.
You also have willpower privilege.
Yeah, and maybe that's it. Hey, look, if I were, filing down a bunch of food here and there, obviously the more that goes in, the more it's typically going to come out. So.
I've never seen a human so disciplined, and I'm not fucking exaggerating. I've been around a lot of different people with a lot of different diets. I've never seen a human approach food like you do. It's not human.
We don't just call him Robot Ralston because we're just pulling that out of the air. He is so regimented and so good with his willpower and doesn't cheat like the rest of most humans cheat on their diet all the time.
I mean,
he don't cheat.
Sometimes when you get some bad news in life, you got to eat a fucking pizza. And the fact that you don't chase that emotional urge or feeling.
Yeah.
Look, my hat's off to you. I can't do it. I eat the fuck out of my feelings. That's why I got titties.
You'd have been such a good Southern Christian.
It's not too late.
Dude, they'd have loved you, man.
Because of these titties?
They would just loved you, man. They just sit there all day and eat. You'd loved it.
I'm just saying, you got to discipline. You have discipline privilege too, because you don't even see how insane you're. I'm not coming down on it. I'm envious of it.
I don't feed the dark side.
You don't, man.
No,
But
I don't entertain it.
He thinks he doesn't know how special he is.
That's what I mean. He
Yeah.
doesn't. He
You
doesn't. He
don't
doesn't
know.
get it. He doesn't
No,
get it.
I don't see it. It seems, not.
You don't know you're beautiful.
Okay.
In every single way.
Okay.
Carbs won't bring him down.
What won't? Cards?
Carbs.
Carbs. Okay, carbs.
Non-carb.
You're beautiful.
Yeah. You're taking me down.
They're just not. It's then again, I was raised on the other end of it too, where there was zero carb discipline.
Yeah, I just
whatsoever.
went for it. Yeah.
In fact, you would get in trouble. You're not eating your fucking bread. You're getting in trouble.
And, maybe
Clean your plate.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
No, a lot of times those little disciplines that you get put through as you're a kid, it's weird, man. It does get in your head, and it's hard to ever retrain your brain.
Well, I think too. Didn't you say your family and kind of everyone around you was big into food, and you didn't want to go down that way?
Well, I mean, yeah, in a sense. You know, my mom was big. My dad's been pretty big for a while. And yeah, I just said, nah, I want to do it. Because to me, the food meant pain because I get teased. And so after a while, it was like, no, man, I don't want to eat that because like just having that food, it wasn't worth it because eating it equaled 5 times more pain than the joy of the food.
The teasing was that bad for you?
Oh, yeah. I got teased terribly.
Every day?
Oh, yeah, nonstop. I mean, I didn't even have a name. They just, it was just lard ass, basically. So,
Oh,
yeah, I
damn.
wouldn't even like, when somebody called me Kevin, I'd be like, who's Kevin? I'd be like, oh, wait, okay.
This would be the kind of segment I would do for my bread table talk. See how
Yeah.
emotional and how deep
Yeah.
we're really kind of getting the psychoanalysis of a fat Kevin and what makes it makes you tick.
Because after a while, you're just like, people just see you as a lump of fat.
Damn.
Yeah. See, that's real.
You make me want to eat a pizza just because I feel your pain and I eat my feelings.
Okay,
so see what happens there?
See, so my sad stories about food are going to make you want to just put on 10 pounds.
It's going to turn me into fucking Big Bird.
He's going to get some nice big man titties just in time for hot boy summer.
Oh, I'm just going to think about fat Kevin today and eat my pizza and just be sad.
Oh, yeah.
God, it hurts.
Sorry to do that to you.
I might even throw in a calzone.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. Just really go
This
for
one's
it.
for you, Kevin.
But that's how I was raised. You ate your feelings. If you had a bad day,
That's what you would do.
My mom would fix it with food.
Okay, yeah.
If shit was a bad day at school, oh, we're gonna have some spaghetti.
Conditioning.
Yeah, so it makes sense why I love food's a huge part of my life.
Yeah. A big theme today is just conditioning, like what you go through.
Parents, listen up. You will fuck up your kids.
Oh, you definitely will.
Definitely will fuck up.
I fuck up mine. I know that. So trust me, I get it. That's how it goes. All right. Well, thank you for the email. Send them to us, mail at kvjshow.com. Y'all have a great day. We'll talk.